Welcome to our program on Kardec Radio.
Good evening, friends. Welcome to Kardec Radio. This is the Prayer for Peace program, and my name is Teresa Castro. I'm the host for the Sunday 6 p.m. Prayer for Peace. Welcome to everybody. Welcome, and a big hug to you who may be listening to this later on demand. And as usual, we have a brief message, and then we have our prayer. And the message today comes from the book Watch and Pray. This book is dictated by Brother Joseph, the Spirit Brother Joseph, and it's psychographed by the Brazilian medium Carlos A. Bacelli. And it's page 95 if you happen to have the book. I do not believe that this has been translated into English. So it is entitled Emotional Dependence. We are all interdependent, but no one should depend excessively on anyone, neither materially nor psychologically. May your life not be devastated by painful frustration. Those who do not reciprocate your feelings do not love you as much as you love them. No one should place themselves completely at the mercy of the feelings of others. Passion is a disease. Do not suffer for those who make you suffer. Overcome the test and seek to see other hearts that beat alongside yours. Hi, Slavic. Thank you for signing in. There is karma created in this very life. That is, it has nothing to do with the past. Soulmates on earth are rare. Kindred spirits in trial number in the thousands. So this was from Brother Joseph through Carlos A. Bacelli. And he's talking about emotional dependence. Pretty strong message, reminding us that although we are all interconnected, interdependent, we are social beings, that we should not become dependent on anyone. And he says neither materially nor psychologically. So there can be, an outward appearance of being overly independent, so to speak, but yet remain very emotionally dependent on people in terms of their approval, their influence, kind of giving our power away, so to speak. And so he's saying this is not healthy. This is not good. And he reminds us that he says passion is a disease. And we know in many of the Andre Louis books, they talk a lot about sentiments and how sentiments, yes, we're human. We have feelings, emotions. However, sentimentalism is not okay. So yes, we have sentiments, but the idea of them being so powerful and in control and kind of dictating how we live, how we think, how we, maneuver through our days is not a good idea. And he reinforces this, Brother Joseph, when he says passion is a disease. So we can, think of it as an extreme. And he is warning us against that. And then, he says, seek to be with others whose heart beats alongside yours. And we know about this, about affinity and resonance. As we vibrate in more harmony with others, we can better relate. And, it's not to say, I don't resonate with them, so forget them. No, I think the point he's making here is that it's when we're trying to push our agenda. I want so-and-so to be my friend, and, they're popular or just, I want kind of that, my will, I'm going to push. And we forget about, the first and second commandment is, loving your God above with all your mind, your heart, your soul, your body before anything else, and then your neighbor as yourself. So we kind of, if we get those two out of sync, it can be problematic for us. And then I love at the end when he says that, soulmates on earth are rare. How many times do we hear people say, oh, he or she's my soulmate? Or and he tells us, they're rare. More likely, we're kindred spirits, and there's a reason we've been brought together in some kind of trial or experience. And so it's a good message here about emotional dependence and how it can be unhealthy. It's not to say that we don't collaborate or cooperate with others, because we most certainly do. But we must understand first and foremost that, it is a part of our evolution to come to realize ourselves as individual souls, individual spirits. It is a part of it. So, for us not to honor that is kind of to speak against evolution itself in a way. So I invite you now, if you can, safely close your eyes and listen in to this prayer. And this is a prayer for peace. So let us take some deep breaths, relax the body, open the mind, connecting to all those elevated spirits on high, praying and asking for their blessings, helping us to elevate our thoughts so we may better connect. Lord Jesus, come and stay with us. Fill our life with your peace, our homes with your presence, and our heart with your praise. Help us to show kindness, mercy, and goodness to all, even to those who cause us ill will or harm. We ask for your blessings, your protection, and your ongoing guidance. And we humbly ask permission to close this prayer moment, and so be it. So it is, my friends. Thank you so much for joining. I hope we'll meet again next week. Same time, same station, Kardec Radio. We're always nourishing our souls. So let us go forward into our week, and let's help somebody else. It can go both ways. Me being emotionally dependent on someone, and someone being emotionally dependent on me. So let us help and empower another person that they can do this. Many blessings. See you next time.